Hello and welcome back to Channeling Consciousness. I'm Michelle and I'm here to do a reading for you today. I feel led to do a reading that's basically what are the angels trying to tell you? What do the angels have to say today? Not necessarily what are they trying to tell you, but what would they like you to hear, I guess is a better way to say it. So we're going to start again with our fairy tarot like we normally do. And then we're going to use a different deck today that has all different, what is this deck called? It talks about angels, but it does have other things that are not angels in it. And it's by Kyle Gray. So my normal beginning speech is that this is for entertainment purposes only. All my readings are for entertainment purposes. They are never to be used as medical or legal advice. If you have a situation that requires one of those types of professionals, please seek advice from those individuals. I offer readings to provide clarity and validation. That is my hope for you. Oftentimes we have a gut feeling, or we kind of know what's going on in our gut and in our intuition, but we often can kind of talk ourselves out of it by only using our logical brain. So I like to offer validation and clarity through readings. My readings are not fortune telling. Because in fortune telling, I could say to you, hey, you're going to win the lottery tomorrow. And if you don't go play the lotto, you definitely won't win. Now, I could tell you that it would look good for you if you did play the lottery tomorrow, that you're feeling lucky tomorrow. But again, if you don't go play it, then I'm just a big fat liar. So keep that in mind. Keep in mind that free will also kind of comes into play with things. And that's what I'd like to start with. So let's see what the angels have to say for you today. The Nine of Winter. Oh, you are focused on worst case scenario. Worrying a whole lot. Look, she's up. It's the full moon. She's up all night long thinking about all the things that could go wrong, the stuff that's bothering her. The Sun card, which plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas, gratitude for blessings in life. A very different feeling there. I think we may only pull 3 today. Let's see what Spirit says about that. Oh. I thought about this card earlier today. Isn't that funny? The Prince of Summer, falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. So this energy, depending on what's going on, can feel like ungrounded energy, which can feel like, ooh, this is fun and blissful and great, but it can feel like chaos and loss of control. So it kind of depends on how we're reading this and what else is going on in our situation here, okay? Let's get some, let me think of how I want to do this today. We're going to shuffle and get some of the angel cards to go with them. I don't have the box over here, so I'm not going to tell you the full, complete name of this deck. This is not a deck that I've used super often, so they're pretty stiff. And are not as shuffled, if that makes sense. What do the angels want to tell us about this worry and fear? The inner voice, they are there whispering to you. Thank you, angels, for guiding me through my inner voice. Okay. That one right there. count your blessings. Well, that's interesting. Gratitude for the blessings in your life is the card here. And this literally is count your blessings. Thank the universe and angels for the blessings in my life. So gratitude, that's interesting. I was just at the store and saw a gratitude tree. And I've said I have a little lighted tree in this room with me. And I've talked about making it a gratitude tree, but I like it. It's my manifestation tree. When I was at the store, I saw a fall decoration that was called gratitude tree. And then the store printed me off a 50% off one item. And I was like, oh, I'd like that gratitude tree. I have not purchased it, but that's very interesting that that comes up. And then balance. Thank you, angels, for bringing balance into my life. All right. So, I do want to add another layer here. I feel as if this would be helpful to add another layer of our other deck that we usually use, the Enchanted Dreams Tarot. Whew. My hands around everything here. So what the angels are trying to tell you, the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Cups, whatever it is that you're worried about and super focused on the worst case scenario, keeping you up at night, if you're listening to your inner voice, they're helping support you. They are helping to guide you through this with your intuition and with the inner voice of, even though I just said, like, this is, sometimes we can't use our logic, but there is this level of inner voice and logic that's happening, and that you're so in your feels and so in your emotion that it's making it difficult for you to hear the inner voice. It's making it difficult for you to hear your angels and your guides and spirit, whatever spirit is for you. The Eight of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and I will give you the buzzwords on these cards as I always do. And because we're so focused on this worry, we are missing out on our blessings. We are taking them for granted. It's not that we don't appreciate them, but we are so focused on this that we could have something super fantastic. Or I recently, in fact, I've seen this before and it just popped up again. So isn't, one of those things that just pops up at the right time. The idea of glimmers, which, we hear a lot about triggers, and it can pop up and bring feelings and emotions to the surface that are not necessarily like all these warm, fuzzy feelings. But there are also glimmers. We can have moments of joy, sparks of inspiration, sparks of kindness, things where everything just seems to go right. You get that perfect parking spot at the grocery store. I don't know. Your total at the store is your favorite angel number. I don't know why I'm focused on the store. Just different things like that. People are kind. Everything works out just right. You get surprise mail. Those are glimmers, right? Those are things that spark joy and love and kindness in your heart. And so they're reminding us that we need to do more of that. Because as we shift our focus, doesn't mean that we have to ignore all the things that feel hard. And I'm using the word hard rather than bad, because sometimes in life things don't have to be good nor bad. They can just be hard. And so it feels like we're focused on the hard things. And while that's not wrong, and it is necessary, we're just so focused on the 3D heart of it that we're having trouble seeing anything else in our life, okay? And the Six of Swords. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so let me give us the buzzwords and see if we have any other clarity that we want to bring in to this as we work through what Spirit has for us. The Eight of Cups is self-discovery, leaving a bad situation, fatigue, tired, weariness, walking away, abandoning, leaving something through choice. This is all about like what is draining your energy, what is feeling hard, okay? So this could be a relationship, this could be work dynamic, it could be any number of things. And if this is a general reading, so you know, I can't say that is for sure one thing or another because multiple people will see this. But whatever this is for you, it's really weighing heavily on you. You're staying awake at night, focusing on how it can all go bad, like how it could possibly, how can it get any worse, is kind of the feeling here. And I'm going to remind you, this is not a all rainbows and sunshine message, but unfortunately it can get worse. So we're going to try and shift that focus, and not just be in that worry and fear, but a focus on some of the things that we have gratitude for. And if that means you get a gratitude tree and you write on those leaves, if it means that you take a walk and you go through nature and you pick out the things that you're grateful for, if it means that you journal and count your blessings, whatever that looks like to you, there really needs to be a sense of looking at our blessings. The Eight of Pentacles is hard work, dedication, knowledge, perseverance, satisfaction, self-employment, patience, diligence. Talks about working with dedication and confidence. So this is going back to counting your blessings. I mean, that's where it's lining up. If we're counting our blessings and we're focusing on the things that work out for us, this can be at work, this can be other plans, but you have high hopes for something, and it could be related to this. It could be that you're up worried about this, and so you're not seeing how the situation could be full of blessings. You're not seeing how the situation can work out beautifully. You're not seeing how the situation will bring you this confidence and satisfaction and this positive growth, okay? So again, it's shifting that focus. The Six of Swords. Moving forward, calmer times, recovery, transitioning, ending of difficult phase, light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, so balance. Things working out, coming into balance, light at the end of the tunnel. It's balancing these things, okay? It's balancing not just the feelings, not just spiritually bypassing the feelings. It's balancing the duality of life, okay? The being grounded, for me in this reading, this feels like needing to be grounded, needing to have something that anchors you in the here and now, so that as emotions come to the surface, they don't erupt over the top. As more things are getting tossed into the mix, like let's say this is a job type thing, and you're worried about taking a new position and what that means, or losing a position and what that means. There's actually a lot of positive aspects to this that will come through if you allow them to. Okay? And this is showing us that it can come into this balance. You can be swept off your feet, but still remain grounded. You can feel that chaos and come back to center. And your angels and guides, spirit, really are reminding you to ask for help, call upon them, bring them close, work with them, because the more that you ask for that help, the more you're going to be shown these blessings, the more you're going to hear the inner voice, the more you're going to feel in alignment and in balance with your life and your purpose and where you're going, versus sitting in this worst case scenario fear that often can leave us kind of paralyzed. And then we lack movement. We don't move forward. We don't see anything. We don't move out of that energy because we sit in this worry and fear. Okay. So it's really all about bringing that into balance and turning within, and let your inner be a reflection in your outer. So where there is chaos, kind of like being an alchemist and letting that come through and let that energy move so that there is room for this energy, because it's getting stuck. It's getting stuck. It's weighing you down. Okay. Let's get our final cards. For our little messages. Advancement. A strong energy is propelling you forward. Follow the stirrings of your heart. The inner voice. What are you being called to do? What is really there that you need that you can hear if you quiet? Courage. Live your life fearlessly with courage, strength, and determination. I like that over top of the sun. It's going after what you really want, focusing on all the things, all the blessings that are available to you. And one more card, please, Spirit. Oh, it was just your brother. One more card, please, Spirit. Oh, we are taking our time with this final card, aren't we? Live your truth. Share the love that is in your soul. And I feel like this one, channel, you are the channel through which healing energy reaches the world. I mean, really, you're sharing the love. You're a channel for love. Share it. Once you come into this balance, you're able to do that much more easily. And you benefit from that, but the way that that vibration goes out through the world from you is something that is super important. That it feels like you understand this on some level, but don't necessarily know exactly what it looks like. But it's there. It is absolutely there. Okay. One more. I'm going to get one from this deck real quick. The Power of Love deck. Different words with hearts on them. Just because that love is there, I feel like I want to pull something. So what does Spirit want you to know? Oof, I dropped it. Joy. Joy. Find joy. You delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. If this is not happening for you, remember that you, a friend has said this recently, you are the energy in the room. Or maybe I saw that. Maybe I saw that on her Facebook post. You influence the energy of the room. If you don't like the energy of the room, what are you bringing to it? What is your vibration? Where are you out of balance? Are you stuck in this fear and therefore not feeling any of this joy? It is here. It is right here for you. Right here, available for you. Okay? And if you're like, oh, this isn't fun, I'm not having fun with it, make it fun. Turn on some music. Dance while you do the dishes. Sing with your kid while you're making dinner. Play your favorite music in the car as you're driving to pick up groceries. You know, even the mundane things that could be perceived as mundane and not fun, you can find joy in. You can find joy. You can count your blessings in the fact that, you know, you have the dishes to do. You have the money to go buy the food, right? And those are the things that, you know, some people struggle for. And if you don't have to struggle for that, that's fantastic. It makes life so much easier when we're not in the struggle with everything. But there's clearly some emotional struggle going on and turmoil going on. And Spirit wants you to find the joy, bring joy into what you're doing, and that will lift the vibration of you, which will lift the vibration of your space, which will lift the vibration of your experiences. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this was helpful. I hope that you found some sparks of joy or light to help you move forward through what is obviously this kind of a difficult time that's keeping you up at night. It's not forever. You know, it's interesting. There are 2 8s here. The 8, a 6, a 9, and a 19. But the 8s really stick out to me. So I don't know if this is like energy that's moving that within 8 weeks is going to be shifting and it's going to feel much better. But I am drawn to the 8s here. It's also possible that, you know, the Lionsgate portal 8-8 was almost a month ago. So maybe that was the beginning of this energy shifting for you. And it's a work in progress. It's not happening overnight, but it's working. Okay. You are on your way. And this again is the end of that. This is coming out of that. Okay. Anyways, I hope that this was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.